Hello there, and welcome to the QNB Stars League review show, all in English here on Alcast as we look back at all 6 matches in week 16. All eyes were on the Qatar Classico between Al Rayyan and Al Sadd. The result in that one would have a bearing on the title race. Down in the bottom half of the table, there was a proverbial 6-pointer between Al Kharatiyat and Al Markhia. You can see how all the drama unfolded over the next hour in the company of former English Premier League players Nick Sutherland and Chris Makin, who will share with us their expert opinion as they analyse each game in detail. Plenty to come from them over the next hour, but first let's remind you how they lined up for week 16. Spread over 3 days. Thursday was Al Gharafa Al Duhail at 16:40, the early kick-off. Al Rayyan Al Sadd, the Classico, kicked off at 18:50. Then on Friday, the 9th of February, Al Salia Qatar Sports Club was the early kick-off at 16:40. Al Khor took on Salal in the later match. Then on Saturday, the 10th of February, Al Kharatiyat versus Al Markhia, 16:40. Al Arabi took on Al Ahly in the later game at 18:50. That's how they lined up for week 16. Right, let's get straight to the action. And Al Gharafa were the next to try and stop the ever-impressive league leaders, Al Duhail. Gharafa's star man Wesley Sneijder, he was on the bench. Maybe head coach Bulent Jugend had one eye on the upcoming AFC Champions League match. Al Duhail's preparation for the upcoming AFC Champions League match was to go all out. Al Gharafa were onto a hiding. Moussakni put Al Duhail ahead in the 19th minute, and just 2 minutes later, he was fouled in the area, and Al Arabi stepped up to score his 21st goal of the season. Al Aidin took his opportunity just before half-time and pulled one back, but it was the only bright spot for Bulent Jugend as the goals flew in the second half. Moussakni got his second shortly after the restart, and then Moez got a brace, one in the 56th minute, and his second just before full-time. It finished 5-1 to Al Duhail. Chris Makin, what did we expect from Al Gharafa? Probably a little bit more than that, but is there any stopping Al Duhail?
No, in my opinion. Al Gharafa, that's the golfing class we've got to overcome. They've played Al Sadd and Al Duhail in recent weeks and they've been beaten by 4 goals. So there's just that gap there. If they want to play with the big boys, that's what they've got to overcome. Al Duhail just romping away, aren't they? 6 games left, got to win 5 for the title. But one of those games will involve Al Sadd.
Let's not forget Chris, he said that too blasé. Far too blasé.
But it's interesting with the AFC Champions League this week, but they're all in it. So they have a different approach. Al Duhail have put everybody in and let's go for it and use that as a preparation. But Jugend's decided, right, I won't put Wesley Sneijder in and maybe let's just prepare in a sort of lackadaisical way, maybe.
Well, it's not worth that. You know, you just. I mean, if they managed to get the points, which they didn't do in the game, it would have made it more difficult. It would have made it more for them to get into the top 4. But you go strong all the time in this. Now all of a sudden they come off a bit of a defeat. Now you're going into the Champions League. Just go strong with your full strength side. Duhail, we've got to say, it's an awful goal. What we've got to say here now is we can't wait to see Duhail in the Champions League. There's no, they're ready to make an impact on the Champions League. So we're looking forward to seeing them. They're doing everything at a canter at the moment. You know, they really are. I think there's a lot more to give. They're going to need that, obviously, when they come up against Al Sadd. But
Duhail left Nam Tae-hee on the bench.
Yeah. They've got plenty.
They
got Moez, yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is a bit of quality here. You've got Amro, the youngster, and he gives the ball to Al Aidin. Now, this boy, Al Aidin, he finishes. He's a fantastic finisher. You know, but he just, in games, he drifts out of games, you know, but when he's there and finishing, he looks really good, but it just got them angry, that's all, and Duhail just seems to get it out of second gear and put it into third, and they just seem to up it any time they want it. This guy is fantastic. Once again, do keep repeating myself, I'm looking forward to seeing him in the summer in the World Cup.
At the moment, would you say he's on to get Player of the Season?
Yes, definitely.
It's we have said it more than once this season. Not Moez now, but Moussakni, given the captaincy, a whole new responsibility. He looks fitter, and he is having a wonderful season. But look at Moez, he's got his head strapped up here. He keeps on going. What a fantastic end to... Well, ultimately, he's had a fantastic time in the AFC Under-23 Championship.
He's had a great season again, hasn't he? Seems to have improved on last year's performances even more, which was hard to do, but he's done it.
He has a real drive with him, and he talks real determination. I mean, that's enough for him. You know, when he talks to him, you think, well, hang on a minute. You know, he wants to keep pushing it. And we said the other day he's possibly, well, you probably say he's number one playing in the 2022 World Cup. You'd have to think that Moes. He's the favourite for me to be in the team at the moment on what he's playing. He's only going to get better and he's going to get stronger as well.
Quick word on Al Gharafa. We were talking about them last week about chasing down that 4th spot. Based on that performance, no. But do you still think they could do it?
Yeah, they're as equal. Salah struggling at the moment. Salah struggling-ish, if you like. But yeah, let's see how they do in the Champions League. I think at the club there with them bringing Schneider in, that's the objective of going far in the Champions League. So that's what a lot of the teams are trying to do.
All right, let's move on to the Qatar Classico between Al Rayyan and Al Sadd. All eyes on this one, and the winner in this game in week 16 would really continue to have the right to pursue Al Duhail for that title race. Your commentators Nick Summerby and Chris Megan.
Alan again. There's all sorts of problems in this opening 2 matches. Yassir gets back at him. There's a free kick, and this is Tabata distance. Here we go. Tabata steps up. Oh, just over the bar. Sat down the other end, driven into the feet of Xavi. Oh, through to Hamroun. What a block that was from Yassir. Came out of nowhere. Al Haydous again, trying to clip one up to the far post. What defending that was by Yassir. No, they played him 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, so that's cancelled that one, so it's looking really difficult. But here now, here's a Sadd down on this left-hand side. It's dangerous, he's getting into the box. He pulls it.
Omar Barry didn't move, he couldn't move. Tabata just gets past Yassir, still coming forward. Shots back onto his right foot. There's a shot from Tabata. It's on target, good save by Sadd. Great delivery from Tabata, headed clear by Pedro. One back by Allah. Here's Tabata again. Tabata to the far post, good save by Sadd again. Hamad Allah was lurking.
This is when it's dangerous here now, and all of a sudden now Sadd get it. Here's Hamroun pushing forward, cuts inside.
Xavi on the edge of the box, going to be closed down. Xavi will take the shots on. Xavi to the near post, good save by Omar Barry. No one closed down Xavi. Falls nicely to Tabata. Oh, Hamad Allah's first touch. Hamad Allah from a tight angle hits the side netting. Gumu now. Hamad Allah takes over. Here's Tabata. Trying to get out wide to Ko. The overlap coming from Al Nuaimi. Back into midfield. Space on this right hand side for Allah. One touch and he normally puts the cross in. There we go. What a ball! Hamad Allah!
Oh, Chris!
From the middle of the goal, heads over. Wonderful play, Abdul Karim. Cutting through that midfield is Al Haydous. He's got Al Nuaimi backed up. Al Haydous with a left foot shot. Not enough power. Still a Sadd. Stopped by Al Nuaimi. Xavi with a through pass, first chance here. Hamroun 1-0. He's got that great goal scoring record against Al Rayyan, and he does it again. Talking about Al Sadd being toothless, it's that man Xavi, the skipper, the leader, slips in Hamroun, and what a delightful chip there in the biggest match in Qatar, the Classico. This is where it counts. Hamroun loves playing against Al Rayyan. A lovely flick over the incoming. Early cross again by Mutawalli. Hamad Allah is. What a shot! What a shot! What a save! Salem is flying from midfield. Xavi taking over again.
Here we go, Chris.
Closed down. Oh! They do have the best defence in the QNB Stars League, Al Sadd. 16 goals conceded, but here's Sebastian trying to stretch that defence. Really cross it to Hamad Allah. And the tackle comes in from Hamid again. He's been exceptional. Played by Sebastian, releases Hamad Allah. Sebastian going for the return pass, getting in the box. Hamad Allah. Oh, offside.
I'll tell you what, he's not giving him a foul there. Come on, referee. It's a bad decision, referee, if you give him the foul then.
pressure from Maxu. Yasir stumbles in midfield. Now then, 2v2. Sebastian Hamadallah.
Tabata round the back, round the back.
Yeah. Too cute. Well done, Maxu.
Round the back,
steps
round
in.
the back.
Maxu, can he get his head up? Maxu goes for the shot. Pedro keeping the ball alive. There's headed to the far post. Who else? Who else on his return? Benezia.
Absolutely. I tell you what, they have missed this player here now, and I tell you something, the ball goes back in, the keeper manages to palm it away, and who does it come to? This man who they've missed here now, Benenja. And I tell you what, this is a huge, huge statement, this, for the league here now. De Gea, it's not all over yet, because Al Sadd are right behind you.
There's the header away by Sebastian, kept alive by Pedro. There's the header coming in from Morteza, comes back off the bar. Well, what about the reaction from Benezia? Here we go, so alive. Good finish by Benezia as well. There we go. Remarkable. You know what you went for? You changed your mind. You know what you went for in the preview show?
What?
You said 2-0. You said Al Rayyan won't score a goal. I don't know if you've got that right. You said 2-0. You came away from it. You should stick with your gut instinct. Here we go. Yellow card dished out. Just getting a little bit. Just a frustration, isn't it? You take the foul. He's been yellow carded. You're doing your job, aren't you? The outside players have done the job. They're 2-0 up. There's your opposition getting wound up. You're just steaming over there for.
Not giving them anything at all, made it really difficult, but now all of a sudden here's Rayyan, edge of the box.
Done it again. It's his shot off. It's a deflection on the way through, then Sadd given away by Al Sadd in their own box as well. There's Tabata waiting for support from his teammates. Mutualis to the far post. Hamadallah trying to rise above the defence of Al Sadd. Here he is again. Tabata. Look at the blocks coming in from the defenders. Wonderful defensive unit of Al Sadd, putting in blocks every time Al Rayyan get the ball in a dangerous position. Alan out, just lifts up towards Sebastian, heads over. Really had a free shot or free header in the second half, Al Rayyan. Sebastian just pulling off Morteza at that time, just underneath the cross. The defending of Al Sadd tonight has been the difference between these two sides.
Good win for Al Sadd then in the Qatar Classico. They really didn't give Al Rayyan much at all, Nick Summerby.
It could have been a little bit different. They had a couple of chances early on. I mean, it's a quality game, as we expected going into it. A good atmosphere down there. Bunja came back for them, obviously scored. Xavi on the night was fantastic, and it's a huge statement. It's what they needed. A draw for both sides wasn't good enough. Al Rayyan are out of the title race now, 7 points difference. But they're on the heels now, and it goes up to, is it March the 1st, if the results go the right way, to what's going to be an absolute...
March the 1st, Al Sadd play Al Duhail. That will be the decider, I take it.
That's an humdinger.
Yeah, a humdinger.
That's what they call it, a humdinger.
Al Sadd have got a win though.
Yeah,
Al Duhail
absolutely.
can draw that game, can't they?
Do you think Al Sadd are hitting form at just the right time? It's all about that. It's all about timing.
But then you'll have another 3 weeks underneath his belt then, by then, sorry.
And we like to look at Vafif as well. Some lovely touches from him. He knows his... You can see why people rave about him. There weren't great touches, but you just know straight away if some of these players get it, they know when to release it.
Brain.
Yeah. Looks good.
Kick us off, though. Tabata and Hamadallah, had they taken their chances, Nick, it could have been a lot different.
Yeah, goalkeeper was brilliant on the night. I mean, this is Tabata here, just gets a bit of space. It's a good strike, but the keeper manages to put it over the bar. He was fantastic on the night as well, the keeper. But this is where I want Hamadallah. In big, important games like this, as soon as you get that chance, you get a one-on-one with the keeper, you've got to make the keeper work, you've got to hit the target. And he had a couple of opportunities. This one, his first touch let him down, but he managed to get a good strike in. And once again, the keeper with a fantastic stop. This is what they're all about. The boy Allah on the right wing is possibly one of the best crossers of the ball. Chris said it, get the first touch out, and it just does not get any better than this. And he has to put it away, Hamadallah. It's important, it's 0-0, you're 30 minutes, you've had your chances before, that has to go in the net, that changes the game. But that was the chances after that, then Al Sadd, it was their turn. Like anything, in games like that, if you don't put your chances away, the other team go and take them.
Chris, was the difference Xavi on the night?
Yeah, Nick's been building him up, saying that, you know, come the end of the season, he's got to win something. You know, big players don't go out
But
without
this is just
winning
showing
something.
the effort he's putting in.
Well,
still.
this is, you know, he's 36, 37 years old. He's gone past about 3 red shirts there. That's his desire, even at this stage of the season, at this stage of his career. And this is what you've got to learn off big players like this. No matter about his passing skills and his awareness. What about the desire? That's just a simple run. That's, you know, that's all heart, that. The overlap there does the Al Rayyan players there, but make sure the ball goes wide. Don't let Xavi have a shot.
He hit the post there, but
don't let him have a shot. And look
what
at
about
this.
this?
Look at that. Awareness, pass appreciation, the pace of the ball. Hamroon doesn't have to break stride. But as soon as Xavi came to the football club, what did we say? Just make the runs. The players have got to make the runs because he'll slide you in.
They've had some fantastic players there, Raul as well. You know, it's their attitude and everything, what they must bring into the youngsters. But just that little bit of quality there, where he just turned inside. The pass, if we were to stand where the players were there, you can't see it. He has this mind, he just sees it straight away, and you just make the run.
OK, there's 6 rounds to go. I'm just going to ask you a very simple question. Do Al Sadd win the QNB Stars League this season?
Yeah.
Chris Makin?
Even though Al Sadd were my tip before the season. Out the hail.
OK.
It's a tricky one. But
I know, it's fun to debate.
What do you think?
What I think is not important, so we'll move on.
It is to us.
We'll move on. I'll deal with you in private. Al Salia was still holding on to 4th spot, clinging to it. But over recent weeks, they'd started to lose their grip. Well, in week 16, they were up against a Qatar Sports Club side who were improving under Abdullah Mubarak. Once again, Nick and Chris describe the action.
Go again, winning the ball high on the pitch, Qatar Sports Club. Can they get a shot off? Could be a chance here for Omar. He scored last week against Al Sadd. Good save by Hassan. There's Fabiano in the stands.
They do miss this boy, they need him in.
It's a handball. Is it a handball? Luis Jimenez
To me,
gets a goal. No, disallowed.
I don't think it is. Oh, is it? Yeah.
I thought so.
I thought so as well. It looked a certainty there for the handball, but then it didn't seem the whistle didn't go.
If he caught on his chest, he killed it dead. Here we go. Here we go, Nick. Bicep there. Better build-up play now by Al Salia. Almari needs a beady. And he is the full-back. Not a bad ball towards Wagner at the far post. Wagner at the far post. So it's Tamor with the header. He's not offside.
He's got to be offside.
To the far post towards Omar. Good flick on by Omar. Here comes Mode. Mode to the near post. What a goal! What a goal by Qatar Sports Club, and they've deserved it.
And Omari's there, you know, gets across Grigori just to side foot it into the net, and they've deserved it. They really have, and it's made it more of a game now because Salia have got to do more if they're going to get back into this game.
Al-Arimi over the top towards Amari again. Amari! Oh, was he offside? Here comes Lazard down the other end for Al Salia. Good shot. Good save by Jassim at the near post corner to Salia. Anytime there's a hint of a free kick, he blows the whistle. He's headed the ball.
He's got there first.
I know. Go again, not blowing again. Play on. So now you have to blow the whistle every foul now.
He's going to book him
every
anyway.
hint, another yellow card.
He's been sent
now.
off.
A card to Majdi. It's just turned into a little bit of a farce now.
The game now for Salier. Belhaj, edge of the box. There's another strike going in. Here we go.
Wagner! Wagner! Probably sums up. Maybe a slip there by Salim. He's trying to get back on Lazar. Lazar trying to pull it back. Oh, he needed.
Once again, Salier now trying to raise their game, trying to get a ball into the box. A ball over
Oh,
the top.
interesting. Lazar lets it ball bounce and he got a goal. The back in. Direct approach from Al Salier. He's not given. Can't believe this. Not again. He's got his eye on the ball. What? He's got the ball first. He's a foul on
Yes,
him.
correct. Yep, there straight away. There, the referee. I don't know what he's seeing there. But
How's
all of a
that a
sudden,
foul? Well, because of the raised boot. You're giving away. You're stopping goals now in the game.
yeah. Because yesterday's game, there's a lot of FIFA referees. I hope they're not watching tonight.
Oh, there's Fo's equaliser. Free kick to the far post. Timur came rushing in. It's in by Belhaj. Chance here for Abidi maybe. Abidi coming onto it. Abidi to the far post.
Get it forward. Keep possession. You're playing against 10 men. But yeah, now there's a chance. Go through. Finish it away.
He's done it. Oh, he's come off the post. Amari 2-0. Game over.
Well, there you go. There's a touch of class. There is a touch of class by Omari.
There's the through ball. Ali's onside. He just thought he'd beaten Hassan with that first shot. Just comes off the post and Amari's in the right place at the right time. There we go. Just gets past Ahmed. Wagner drives it to the far post towards Madava. Free header for him and a free header for Grigori.
Well, Chris Makin, Al Salier, that grip slips a little more, and suddenly fourth is looking very, very unlikely for them.
Not unlikely. They're
Well,
still
they're
in
there now.
fourth. They're in a battle, you know. Salal and Al Grafa, it's a three-horse race for me, but momentum, they've just hit the wall, haven't they? Ever since they come back from the mid-season break, bang, and they just can't get going. Sometimes you can't get an answer in football. Sammy Trebelsi will be looking at his play saying, I'm sure they'll be having meetings with him saying, well, you know, what's going on and what you're feeling, and sometimes you've got to go, we don't know what's going on. Wagner's got a chance there. I mean, he's been superb all season, and he normally, on the volley, he's got great technique, normally puts in the back of the net. It's just not happening at the moment.
On the plus side for Qatar Sports Club under Abdullah Mubarak, you know, you always said right from day one you liked him. There was something about his aura. He's getting things out of the players. Now he's got this Omari, who's fantastic. For
He is, yeah. Adriano coming back shortly. When he comes back, they're going to be even
Fabiano.
more... Sorry, I keep saying Adriano.
Don't worry.
He's my little
He's
Adriano
Brazilian,
anyway.
but he's Fabiano.
But anyway, I like him, and he's turned the club around because they were struggling. You know, this is wonderful play here now. I mean, just look at this mode. That's where you've got to put the ball there, look. Bad defending, by the way, but that's where Omari's got to go. We talk about getting across that near
You know why
post.
it's bad defending, though? Because they've been occupied by... They've got 3 players in the box. Qatar Sports Club at the start of the season were not doing that. They've got 3 white shirts there. Gives the defender something to think about. Not normally used to that, are they?
Yeah.
One's there and one's there. You're like that, aren't you?
So it's working well.
Well, they're getting players in the box. You see De Gea do it all the time.
Yeah, but there's a tempo. We talk about this tempo to games of football. We can watch the first 5 minutes and go, it's not there today. You know, they've got a bit of something about, a bit of zip about them. They're enjoying what they're doing. They're enjoying working hard. And that's all down to the manager. It does. He's got this enthusiasm when we walk in. He's fantastic, straight away approachable, has a bit of a joke with you. It's all upbeat. When he first came there, what did he say to you at the start, Chris?
Promised us.
He promised, said, yeah, we'll be up, we'll stay
won't go
up.
down.
We went like that, what? That's confidence, and that relays into the players, and you can see straight away now.
Right, there was one contentious issue, a decision, Majid getting sent off. This was the first yellow card, Chris.
Listen, if he's going to get a yellow card for that, then is it Omari who goes down? He's got to get a yellow
Yeah, it's
card.
Omari involved in both of them.
He doesn't catch his face. He might catch his throat slightly, doesn't catch his face. All right, so if you're going to give him a yellow card, give it a yellow card to Omani for play acting. Watch this now.
Is it not just a foul? Is it just not a foul?
I'd just give a foul, mate.
That's all it is, and get on with the
It's
game.
not a yellow card.
Keep that, as we say, all you do is just keep the momentum of the game going. Get on with it, do the job, on with the game
And it
now.
came
Some people will say Omari's clever. Look, he's on him again. It's the same 2 players, Omari on Majid. Now, Well, you say here. I mean, the referee is not looking for the card at this point. Look, he's running. Is it the referee's assistant who says, give him a card? I'm not happy. I hate seeing players flashing the card. This is what happens here.
Well, if I was a referee now, what I would do there, I wouldn't listen to anybody. I'd look at the player straight away. You know, if there's any bit of blood or anything like that, and you know it's something serious, you know about it.
How's the assistant give it? He's there, the referee. He's right there. He's missed it.
Yeah, but he's listened to the players. The players were giving it all this and get him up. He's literally gone right there. Straight away, 2 yellows, there you go. I don't think he's really seen. I don't think he knows what's gone on. But all of a sudden then, straight away, if you look at the players, with these players now, which is a thing where the referees have to learn, when they go down, if they either get the decision or don't get the decision, they get up and run off. Now you have to learn from that thing. I'm getting conned here a little bit. You know, watch him straight away when he gets. So has he got any bruising on his face? Has he got anything? You know, is it a serious tackle? You'll know if it is straight away. You'll just know.
He doesn't help himself or Mari. His body language going into that tackle or closing down is all wrong. You don't run into someone who's shielding the ball like that. First of all, you go like that with your arms to protect yourself. He just runs in like that. You're asking for it in my book. If I was closing someone down like that and I run straight in like that, I'm fully expecting an elbow.
Listen, you can't run around with your hands around your thing. You can't.
People running around in straight jackets.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't. It's movement. It's good when you go for a header. You lift your hands up.
Look at
you know,
that.
That's what I was up there. Like that.
We'll come
I
to
never
that one
liked
in a minute.
heading. Never liked heading. Hated heading.
Most people
looks like
you get up there like a big
you got in the
animal.
way of a few. Right.
Get up there, Chris, and put it in there.
Timor, though. Nick, take us off on this one. Timor, you know, he's just not going his way. Again, probably you'd expect him to put that in the back of the net.
Yeah, we need the key players. You know, we talk about Wagner. I mean, Wagner's doing the better out of them. You know, but these are good opportunities. Once again, this was a good save, but he's got to put it away. You know, right in front of the goal. You know, when Chris is talking about Trabelsi, they need him. They need someone to step up and go, bang, there you go. Let's get the 3 points and we can move on from there. But these are good chances. 2 good chances in front of goal. You know, it's okay saying well done by the goalkeeper. They have to go in the net. The goalkeeper shouldn't be getting anywhere near them. And that's what they need. I wouldn't put Wagner in that because he's still been scoring goals. But Lazar, need a little bit more from him and obviously Timor as well.
Right. Talking of Lazar, a disallowed goal. Chris, was this the right decision?
Not for me.
His boot is high. His foot is high.
But it's before the keeper.
But referee would say, look, at the intent is there. Your boot is high. It's dangerous play. Is it dangerous play?
Well, I'd say that away. Wouldn't you say that's absolutely fantastic technique by Lazar to get the ball in the goal from there?
I mean, he doesn't actually touch. He doesn't touch the face. Doesn't touch the head of Jassim at all. Just clips his hand, and that's it.
If I did that sort of, I'd rip my hamstring. It was incredible skill by.
Great
Lazar.
athleticism. Yeah.
And we're taking that away from the game. That was another good goal for me.
Okay, once again with 6 rounds to go, do Al Salia keep that 4th spot come the end of the season? Chris first.
No.
Okay, let's move on. Al Khor, they had just 1 win out of their last 4 games. They needed to start picking up points in week 16. They were up against Salal, who had a new head coach, Talal El Kakuri, who wanted to inject new life into his side. Al Khor started brightly and Sarouche was back to his scoring ways, but he netted his 5th of the season, the 14th minute, and they kept that advantage for the whole of the first half. The half-time chat from new head coach Al Kakuri did the trick because they fought back in the second half. Rahili got the equaliser in the 54th minute. He looked to be heading for a draw until Maher got hold of one late in time added on and bagged the winner. It was Salal's first win for a month. Maher, Nick, one of your favourite strikers. You've been championing him for seasons. He's moved clubs, he comes in a bit of form, he disappears, and now is he back on track with Salal?
It's just injuries. I mean, I think we watched him when Saga wasn't playing a couple of weeks ago, and I was really impressed with him. You know, really mature performance. But it's just his injuries. He needs to try and be injury-free and play all the time because he's definitely an asset. I mean, this wasn't the prettiest of games, really, for Salal, but they got the point. Al Khor, they're not playing really bad. But they need a win, you know, that's simple as that, really.
Under Nassif Beawi, things have improved as far as performances.
I think they are, yeah.
But it's a bit unlucky, yeah.
But I'll tell you something, the next game's Marquia, so they've got to win that, basically. This boy, I like him, you know, he's an experienced, good, big, strong centre-half. There's a flick on at the near post, and he's there on the far post, and You know, it's just literally about getting the win. There you go. Doesn't get any better than this in 92nd minute. You know, and there's Maher there, and he never disappears, does he? He always pops up. You know what? He's done it all the way along, but I think he's playing better football now. But he's got to get himself in the team, and really, he's got to do a season of playing all the time. You know, he's out for quite a long time, you know, and there's not enough games in the league anyway, so when he is on, he's showing us a bit of magic.
Great start for Talal El Koukouri, the new head coach for Salal. He played for the team, played his football in England, played here as well. He knows about Salal, and he's had a good start there. Now, they now are level with Al Salia, 24 points.
Yeah.
They're the ones knocking on that door for fourth spot. Do they come into form? Do Al Salia continue to drop? Do they end up taking it? You just told me you didn't think Al Salia would take fourth spot, so I guess it's them you're putting there.
No.
As I put words into your
mouth.
mouth.
Al Garaffa before, didn't I?
I know you
up
did.
against Al Dahel next.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking.
What?
No, they've just hit a bit of form there. They caused the problems last year.
When Al Dahel won the Khwir last season, Salal caused
is the
problems.
You really think Salal could derail Al Dahel?
Do you know it's
We didn't think they could do it. We didn't think anybody would do it last season.
It's their
Yeah.
type of game. It's perfect for their game, that.
New manager, or might have a
New
style.
manager as well. That's a little bit... Oh, we are covering it, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are covering it in English.
It's a good game,
So
that
we're
one.
covering Al Sadd, Al Dahel and Al Rayyan's matches this coming week 17.
Good game. I'll watch out for that one there.
It's funny how you asked me about the manager before he went in. I said, well, I don't know, I can't answer the question because he's never been a manager before. First win underneath his belt.
Yeah, and he said he didn't want to
Must be some
change too
feeling.
much, didn't want to do too much, but obviously what he's done, even the chat that he must have had at half-time, did the trick.
Well, I tell you what, all the managers, when you talk to them, they always say the best time ever to score a goal is in injury time. His first match, he's got it must be the best. It's easy, this.
Right, let's move on. It was a basement battle in the match between Al Kharatiat and Al Markhia. Both teams desperate for a win. Al Markhia hadn't tasted victory since last October, and the way they started this encounter, you felt things were about to change. Adamat put them ahead in the 21st minute. Just after a minute after that, they were 2-0 up through Salah. When Tursunov got one back, when totally unmarked at the far post just before half-time, the alarm bells were beginning to ring. However, Al Markhia held strong until the 87th minute when Mohi got the equaliser for Al Kharatiat. And then in the 3rd minute of time added on, Anwar Diba made up for his missed penalty earlier with a screamer that clinched the match. Wow! What a game! Al Markhia, remember, just one win all season, back against Al Khor in October the 20th. We thought this was it, Nick.
Yeah, wonderful start to it, fantastic start. You thought, well, this is the one. I think when they scored the second one, I went, yeah, this is it. This is it. They look good going forward. But then all of a sudden, Karatia, and we'll go into it a little bit more depth. I mean, we saw Eric with a wonderful cross just before this, get it in there, and all of a sudden there he is just to put it away. And to get that goal, it was a sigh of relief once they got that first goal. They're crying out for
And they built on that. This came 1 minute later.
And this is Salah. Once again, we're going to show you the run, what he actually makes. And what a goal this is as well. It's fantastic. He starts it off, and what he does is he follows a run as well there for the keeper just to make the mistake.
Now, alarm bells here. Look at that. Let's talk it from a defensive point of view, Chris.
Oh, my word. Just no one marks him right from the start. And there you go. It's just the start of the rot in the match. I just could not believe how no one picks him up.
That's a penalty incident.
Yeah.
Now, it was handball, and we've discussed many of these. We won't go into this one too much, but his hand there, it's up high, it gets in the way. Anwar Diba steps up, he misses the penalty. Goodness me, what drama in this match. So you thought, yes, Markhia, they will get a win here. With Anwar Diba, you must think, oh, our luck's in today, he's missed a penalty. But no.
This is some header, by the way, what a header this is. I'm surprised. This should be in the top 3. I'll be surprised if it's not.
What?
Look at that for a header. Look at that for a
Who's marking him?
Well, again,
Biggest player on the pitch. Surely you think, at least we've got to mark him. So for me, that's 2 goals there conceded by Al Markhia.
And
That one, listen, you hold your hands up and hook your neck with them type of goals. You go, wow. If you get beat off a goal like that, you hold your hands up. The first 2, it's terrible marking from Al Markhia. Could have easily done something to prevent the goals, couldn't they?
And we saw the form what they hit end of last season, and if anything's going to get them back on
They're
track
not going to do it again, are they?
Yeah, but
Al Kharatiat, they won their last 5 matches last season.
if anything's
Came
going to
out
get them
of
back
trouble.
on the track, is that there to finish it off like that there, from being 2 goals down?
Right. let's delve into this. Nick, do you want to start off on Marche's start to the match?
Yeah, this is Eric, one of the two Brazilians. What's coming? Look at the delivery into the box. There's your warning signs there straight away for Kratia, and just a couple of minutes after, I mean, it's a wonderful delivery again. There's 8 defenders in there, and all of a sudden it's about this delivery, and it was straight away after, which is, you thought, well, hang on a minute, we're off and running. There's a delivery difficult to defend against because of the quality, you know, and they get that first goal, and you think, yeah, because I've been waiting for this. You know, the manager's had it. He's been given every opportunity, you know, everything possible. He's been given his players. I mean, this is what it's all about here now. This is going on to just have a look at the turn. Great defending in midfield, but just watch his run. Watch his run. If you're a youngster, desire. That's it. Watch his shot. Look, you can stop from there and go back to defence. He doesn't. Something in his mind. I'm going to follow this shot just in case the keeper, and that's the reward you get. The keeper makes a mistake. You've got to think sometimes. You know, think outside the box. If he makes a mistake, I'm going to be there, and there he is. He starts it off.
You saw Xavi before making the run from deep and covering 80 yards. Salah's made that goal himself.
But you think there, nothing possibly can go wrong. That's perfect.
Right.
Chris.
Tursinov.
I've already talked about it.
We can talk. I want you to talk about it again because this is the alarm bells ring. Look at this.
He doesn't move. So the guy's taking the corner on the far side. He doesn't move. There's 10 defenders back there. Everyone's back there. No one's picked him up at all. At any stage has anyone picked him up. I think number 14 is Salaka there. Maybe he's, you know, no, Abdul Kadir's got Moe there. Salaka is free there in the middle of the goal. Shaban's on the near post there. And Tursinov's just free in the back post. For the whole of the corner, he's free.
They've gone like that there, and he's just stood there going like that, and they've gone. The ball's gone over, and they've gone.
He must be taking up a position at the back, thinking, "I'm doing well here." Yeah, I was picking me up. The ball's coming to me now.
He got his reward, and his team got the reward in the end because they picked up the 3 points. OK, let's move on. The final match, game number 6, Al Arabi. They were up against Al Ahly. Al Arabi, they'd steadied under head coach Luka Bonasic, but picking up too many draws, 3 in their last 4 matches. So this would be a tricky tie against mid-table Al Ahly. Nick Summerby and Chris Macon have the commentary.
They're crying out for a centre forward at Al Arabi.
There's Carry. Benson trying to get tight. Swivels. Carry gets a good shot off. Low and hard. Good save by Al Sheikh.
See, that's good, Chris. That. Well done by Carry. He's big, strong, powerful. Gets hold of the ball. A lovely turn and a strike. There's the ball down the line. Carry is just, it's very difficult to get the ball to him because there's so much of a gap from midfield to where he is. You know, this is Majid looking quite lively, to be honest, pushing forward. This is better from him.
Takes a shot on.
There you go, Farhad. Well done. Get on the back. Well played. Well done.
Good ball as well. What a ball! Is that the first goal? Should have been the first goal.
Oh, there's Carry there. Caught offside though, but there's his strike. Well matched by Benson.
Well onside. Well onside.
What the linesman thinking at the moment?
Whips into the near post by Al Ahly. He's Zidi now on the far side. Does he get the penalty?
That's always a test, isn't it? When you put the ball down and the ref says just move it, it's not on the spot properly. All little things you look at. Here's Hamza.
Goes down the middle. Sends Ray in goal the wrong way. Goes right down the middle. And it's 1-0 Al Ahly. Marafi now hanging one up. Jump to the far post. There's Nati with the header. Carry coming in. Good save by Al Sheikh. Better from Al Arabi again.
Get in the box. There we go.
What a ball! Oh, Carry misses it. Easy to the far side. Hamza's there. Shadowed by Fuster. Hamza just can't make any space. Goes back to Kaderi. Kaderi with a shot. Save there by Dre in goal. Looks in by Kaderi. Free header at the near post. And Al Ahly go 2-0 up. It's Simao at the near post. Too easy, Nick.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Worst nightmare, really, for Al Arabi. and they paid the price.
Plenty of red shirts there, they just don't deal with it. There's even a duck there by, I think it's Tariq and Content, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Rabi are trying to go for it, they're not really creating anything.
Yeah, but you'll see in a minute if a goal happens for Al Arabi, we'll have a game on. Here's a ball over the top, it's a great ball as well. First touch has to be right, and it is Chris.
Wonderful touch, he's offside, it's Mansour. What a first touch that was.
I tell you what, please don't tell me you got it wrong again, linesman. Please, this is a massive opportunity. Wonderful delivery, and what a first touch as well. But let's have a look. Here it is.
Oh, he's on.
He's on again.
He's
I
on.
can't believe it. Linesman,
Away these
linesman.
fabulous opportunities.
What are they doing?
The advantage is supposed to go with the attacker.
You know, what would you say? They've had two glorious opportunities, but now all of a sudden this could be really all over now for Al Ahly. Ball laid forward. Here's Majid, pulls it back across.
Too much in it. Too much for Hamza. Well, Qatar Sports Club there, very good. Al-Qadsiya. 13. Oh, right across the goal! There's another chance. It's Tariq. Substitute. Kenne's in the box. Wonderful play. Michal now, can he get his head up? Can he pick out a white shirt? Oh, there we go. There we go. It's wrapped up. Great play by Michal on the far side. Afifa was in the box. I don't know whether it was Afifa who got the final touch or whether it was an own goal. But that's 3-0 to Al Ahly in this derby match, and that is game over now. Michal just plays the 1-2, gets in behind there, keeps the ball in play. He's looking for Afifa there, and it's an own goal by Natik. Jassim with a flick down this right-hand side. Hamza stretching his legs. Goes past Diego Jardel. Inside now. This could be 4 this. Here we go. Michal. Michal! 4-0. 2 goals in injury time now for Al Ahly. What a counter-attack that was for the Brigadiers. Yeah, just passes it past the keeper.
Well, Al Ahly, we gave them a tough time in week 15 when they got thumped by Al Duhail. Different this week, I'd imagine.
Yeah, they played better. Got to say that. Al Arabi, we said about Ryan, it could have been different at the start with the opportunities, but at the end it was a disaster for them. And they had some really good chances, but yeah, it's fair play to Al Ahly. They are now, have they got a chance of getting in the top 4? They are 19. If they win their next game, do they have a chance? Oh, we're going a bit silly there. But listen,
I don't think you are being a bit silly.
Well, they played Qatar.
If they went ahead and won their last 5 matches, not beyond the realms of possibility.
The thing is there, they won that as well.
Very strongly.
But they
put my hand up.
But they won that there without Chikawi.
Yeah,
Chikawi is a huge player, but you've got to think they looked organised, a lot different than what they were the week before. You know, there was that bit of a zip about them, and they looked. It's a big result. But Al Arabi, it's problems with them. They've got problems.
Let's look at the chances they had. Nick, take us away on this one. Carry chances. Carry came from Al Markhia. He had opportunities for Al Arabi. These are not going in, and this is where the frustration begins, I guess.
Yeah, right in front of goal. Once again, he just heads it towards the goalkeeper. He had a chance just before it, but this is the main one here now. You know, he's come in to score goals, and they cannot score goals. Doesn't get any better than that. Wonderful delivery on the left-hand side. And if you can't score goals, it's a humongous problem. They haven't scored a lot of goals all season. It's plain as anything. As tight as you keep it, it's about scoring goals, and it's a problem. They were 2 chances. And I like to see when a centre-forward goes to a club that he gets that goal early. It doesn't seem to be happening for him now.
I'll have a little bit of sympathy. We all have a bit of sympathy, actually, for Al Arabi when it comes to the offside. And not just them, many teams. There were offsides in this match which were not.
It's just driving me crazy at the moment. It's, you know, I always go with the referee and the assistants, but then the advantage is supposed to be with the attacker.
We've spoken to our friend the referee today from Bahrain. It's a FIFA directive.
Go on.
It's a FIFA directive to give the striker the benefit of the doubt.
OK, so this one, you're looking at this scenario. If you're not sure, then don't give anything. Yeah. If you're not 100% sure, Nick, in your mind, you can't give it. Surely. If it's that
and what about this one?
And you look at that for the first touch. You're taking the skill out of the game. That's a wonderful first touch. But if you're not sure, you can't give it, can you?
Is he offside?
No, not at all. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near. You can see it there straight away. But do you know what's happening now? We've had problems with the referees. Now the linesmen are getting involved causing us problems.
Surely if it's that close...
They've got the easiest job of the lot, the linesmen. They lob themselves in now.
If it's that close, don't you just
play
on, don't you?
Why don't we see one? Why don't we see one when they get it the wrong way round?
Well, we haven't. That's the thing. We hardly ever discuss that.
What we're doing now, when it's that close, they're giving offside.
Yeah.
Rather than playing onside, playing it on.
I know, it's...
So go the other way. Why don't they get a directive now? If you're not sure, play on. Because we're taking away the goals from the game, aren't we?
We could have done with these referees and linesmen when England played Argentina. Because that's it, we'd have probably won and won it then, wouldn't we?
Right, we would have won it again, yeah.
Would have won it then.
Right, let's take a positive out of the game. Maybe one of the reasons that Al Arabi were having a tough time was getting past Benson, who was defending extremely well, Chris, on the night.
He was, yeah. The product of the Spain Academy. And on this occasion, this is the best block of the night. Fabulous, that. Brilliant. Carry with the first touch in the box, bang, get in his face. Make it uncomfortable. Make it hard for the centre forward to score a goal, and he certainly did that then. OK,
let's finish up talking about this offside. What can we do about it? What can be done about it? We know it's a FIFA directive. We spoke to Abdul Rahman, the referee, who appears on this channel in the referee show. He's a former FIFA referee, sits on panels. He was telling me he was at a meeting in Agadir in Morocco not so long ago, and they were talking about this very subject. This is a directive. You need to give the attacking side the benefit of the doubt. Now, these are not... The ones we were looking at there were about, half a yard onside. They weren't even, touch or go.
It's quite simple. If they come out with that comment, the advantage goes to the attacker. If you're not sure, play on. It's quite simple. At the moment, the decision-making is, if I'm not sure, it's offside. So just switch it.
And do you know, maybe I'm overthinking this. Do you know, I think there's a knock-on effect. When players are getting pulled up for offside all the time, then you start looking for other ways to get your goal. You start seeing people going for dives, going to just fall in the area because they know they might pick up a penalty there.
I tell you what's opened our eyes a little bit when we just done the tournament.
The Alcas International Cup under 17.
We had none of it, and it was a breath of fresh air. We said, I tell you what, we have none of the players diving. Not had any bad decisions. That's gone. We're just occupying on watching these wonderful players playing. I think there's a whole lot of everyone's got to get together in a room, managers and players, and say, look, stop the diving, let's just get on with it, just show us what you've got, because it's so many different things, which is a problem. It's like a cancer, really. It's awful. We're talking about it all the time. We want to be looking at wonderful defending and wonderful goals. I tell you what, here's one for you as well, which might just sum it up. You don't see a lot of that with De Gea, do you? Don't think the manager has it, you see, because it comes from the manager, doesn't it?
I don't think...
You get on with seeing
try to think of the
football.
last player you saw diving.
Diving and all, yeah. I don't think the manager has it,
What?
Moet.
Did he dive?
Oh, it was terrible.
When was that?
Hang on, he just scored 2 fantastic goals in week 16.
When was it, Chris?
It was
The other week.
Oh, it was only one over the season, yeah.
There you go.
But you don't see it a lot with...
I mean, don't ask me the question if you don't want...
The truth hurts.
Yeah, but you don't.
The truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, but you don't see it with them. You don't see it really with them, do you? You don't. You just because it's the quality of football. You look at Namty, look at Masatni. You don't see that at all. So.
All right, let's round up the results then. Let's remind you how it finished in week 16. Al Gharafa lost 5-1 to Al Duhail on Thursday, the 8th of February. Then Al Rayyan lost 2-0 to Al Sadd in the Qatar Classico. That's how it finished on Thursday, the 8th of February. Then on Friday, Al Salia lost 2-0 to Qatar Sports Club, and Al Khor, despite going ahead, lost 2-0 to Salal with their new head coach Talal El Karkoui. And Saturday the 10th of February, Al Kharatiyat 3-2 winners of Al Marqi, Al Arabi losing 4-0 as you saw there to Al Ahly. What does that do to the league table? We'll go straight from that and show you how it looks after 16 weeks of football. Al Duhail lead the way, 2 points clear of Al Sadd. Look, Al Rayyan are now 5 points off, so they're 7 points behind the leaders, out of the title race, really. Al Salia hold that fourth spot on goal difference ahead of Salal in fifth. Al Gharafa, they're in sixth. Al Ahly in seventh spot. Qatar Sports Club 8th. Al Khor and 9th. Al Kharatiyat have pulled themselves out of the bottom two. It's Al Arabi and Al Marqi occupying the danger zone there at the moment. Which leads us now to the fun bits. We're all happy about this because it's all about quality. It's the top 3 goals of week 16 as chosen by Nick and Chris.
You know what, Rod? I'm feeling very generous this week. I'm going to let Nick do all 3.
Thank
top
you,
three.
Chris.
Take it away,
Thank
Nick.
you.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do that,
It was
Chris.
made-
Thank you.
Okay,
I'll
it's a big
take
moment.
it.
It was
Next
made
time,
for this
who
moment.
gets
this
number
man.
3?
First one, I'll repeat again, Salah.
Salah, that's right, of Al Malhia. Here he is.
I mean, this is him. He follows the run in. He started to move off right on the halfway line. Just as we were saying there, he followed it, expecting the keeper just to spill the ball out, and he's there just to get the rewards. And you think, well, go on, off you go and get the 3 points. Wasn't to be the case, though. But a wonderful goal anyway by Salah.
I was expecting a little bit more. Come on, get it going. Come on.
Yeah, we should have shown it from the halfway line, but we did see it. We've looked at it quite a few times, and it deserves its place in the top 3. Although nothing to do with me. In second place, Nick. Who gets
Hamroon.
it?
Our friend
Al Sadd,
Hamroon.
Go on.
Yeah, and it's all about Xavier, and what a wonderful pass, but there's the first touch. How many times have we seen Hamroon do this? It does remind us of the Amir Cup final, the last couple of minutes. This is the quality what he's got, hitting form as well, and what a wonderful goal that. Composure's the word.
And in top spot in week 16. Go on, Nick. Who we got?
Diba, he's back, Diba.
Anwar Diba.
What a way to
Oh,
finish
well,
it. You don't need to say any more than this. What is it, 92 minutes? You were trailing two goals, and all of a sudden they get back into the game, and this guy here, you know, they need him. He's going to be massive if they're going to stay up this year, and that's given him his massive confidence boost there. What a strike that was, and what an ending for them. And thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next show.
There's only been clapping. Join in, please.
All right, well done. The top 3. Do you want to have the final word, both of you, on the situation now with 6 rounds to go? Winner, top 4, and relegation, quickly.
Relegation, Al Arabi, one of 2 teams to drop in the league this weekend. Al Arabi in big trouble. I think they'll finish in that 11th spot, the playoff place.
28 points difference, by the way, between Al Arabi and Al Sadd. Big derby this weekend as well, so some or other manager's got to try and get them at it or something, because that's a massive task. But I'm going to have a little bit of a look at the old De Gea and Salal. They've got a good victory. Salal, you're not there like party poopers, so that could be there. Could be. I'm not said that yet, but it's going to be a difficult game.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much, Nick Somerby and Chris Makin. Just to remind you, of course, it's a busy week as well, because 4 teams from Qatar in the AFC Champions League. We wish them all the very best. Al Duhail, Al Sadd, Al Rayyan and Al Gharafa. So, important week coming up. And then, of course, we continue with the QNB Stars League Week 17. We'll be back with you on Wednesday, the 14th of February, and that will be at 19:30 for the QNB Stars League preview show, 19:30. We'll see you then. From all of us here, hope you enjoyed week 16. Bye for now.